are so excited to have you here today, and I will say that you share that Humphrey quality of optimism that I was just talking about. See the segue? You not only had that optimism when you were president, but most importantly to all of us, you've continued that optimism when you've left the White House, and our country and our world are the better for it. So thank you for that. I will tell you, it is somewhat amusing for me to have this happen, because my favorite story, my first moment in Washington, was with President Clinton when I got to introduce him when he introduced the hate crimes legislation as a young prosecutor. I stood outside of the East Room with him, nervous, and I was told to walk in at a certain time, and the band started playing Hail to the Chief. And I started walking, and all of a sudden I felt this big hand on my shoulder, and this voice said, "You're going to do great out there, but when they play that song, I usually go first." Washington, this was my second. So, I was talking about the optimism of Hubert Humphrey. The last thing I would leave you with, as you come to see this statue and people all over the world see it, is just the belief that he had in the people that he represented. There's a long-time story told by Norman Sherman, who's out there, about when Humphrey asked him to write every year the letters congratulating the people who won prizes at our great Minnesota State Fair. Now, back then, 600 people won prizes, including honorable mentions. And these were things like butter sculptures, of course, blue ribbon honey, and seed art. In fact, President Clinton, you would be glad to know that your picture was forever fixed up on the wall in the crop art exhibit made in glued-on kernels of corn. Well, back when Humphrey was in the Senate, Norm Sherman went up to him and said, "You know, Mr. Senator, we have so much important work to do than write these 600 letters." And Humphrey said this to him. He said, "We recognize achievement. Maybe these people didn't win a Nobel or a Pulitzer, but a handicraft or an animal or a flower or a bottle of homegrown beans, it's what they do. And if they did it well enough to win a prize, then that's also enough to merit a letter from their senator." You see, Humphrey cared about everyone, regardless of their status. And that's why I have his picture in my lobby right when you walk in. And I put it there for a reason. It's a reminder that more than ever, our nation needs a good, strong dose of Humphrey optimism and a stronger dose of remembering the people that we were sent to represent. Today in Washington, we have a choice. We can hunker down in despair and defiance, pointing fingers of blame, or we can stand up and face these challenges directly with the confidence that if we work together, we can solve these problems. I have no question what Hubert Humphrey's choice would be. So in the days and months ahead, I hope people from all over the world come to see this statue. But most importantly, I hope people in Washington remember the spirit of Hubert Humphrey. I know I will. Thank you.